Hi, welcome. We're back to the Landoss development, and in this video I'm going to clean up some of the card rendering, and then also try to render multiple cards, and we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, as usual, I forgot to update the title. But anyway, so here, what you're seeing is an updated image of the card. I add a frame on it. It's a separate image. So here how it looks like, and so I put it on top of the image and also adjust the value, the rendering of the value a little bit. So the way is being done right now is in the card have just add two helper functions. One is add this card image, and then one is add this stat text, and it takes the, for this one it takes the text value and x and y, and then also use the embossed text instead of the plain text, so that I can get a little bit shadow on the numbers, so it makes it pops up a little bit because the background is colored and the text is white, so that makes it stand out a little bit. And then over here on the I'm working on this text, and as you see, this when the text is long, is spanned into two rows. And I'm expecting you sometimes the name of the card can get longer, but given how it looks like right now, I don't think it will get to that long, right? Because we have that much characters to work with. So therefore, I'm going to have two settings. One is a let me put it out here. So one is a lines name. So that will be x is 0, y is negative 220, font size 20 and 220, and a line is okay. And so this is 27 characters. So I find out if I put one more over there, well, it's still fine. But the question is, that's not what I want to check, right? I actually want to check is a single line name, something like this, and then this will show a single line names. So text, well, keep it that way. I just want to see if this works. No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't. So I have to name, and then that will take in just the text value, and then it do this. And then over here, I will say create single line name and put in the card name in there. Well, right now, something like that. What is wrong? Unexpected. Oh, and okay. So now I can fiddle around with this. Right. So the first thing is because it's a single line, the align doesn't matter anymore. So let me change that. Oh, naturally the vertical align does matter. Is this anchor? This anchor doesn't matter anymore. So let me also extract this out. Function create two lines name. Then basically copy this. Text field, let's say, and text field equals anchor y equals 0, return. Okay, so that, and this is the same value, so I can remove this, and I can, okay. So now I can get rid of this line, and so it goes up like that, right? And I can just adjust this to the middle. That looks good. But at the so the question is, when the text is shorter, do I want to make it pops up a little more, say increasing the font size? Right, so 30 looks good. However, that means I have to use, I can only fit in that many characters. That's about it. Let me do one more. This is stretching it a little bit. Right, so I think this is a little bit too close. So let's keep it like that. Right, so let's also this is 445, so like that, and let's see how it looks. So this is a little bit too much. Yep, so that's the max, because W is typically when the font is variable width, W is the longest one. Of course, we're not counting in Unicode characters, right? So that would be later. So we will figure out how to do that down the line. So here we have this 11. So max count for single line equals to 11. So that I know why I'm picking 11 as the number. So then I want to get the length of card. Card name is greater than 11. Right, then I would it doesn't have ternary operator, so let's just I cannot return it either. Yeah, let me just put that in like that. Name and else and right, so create 2 lines names. Okay, so just to test it out now, let's move over to here and say make it a little bit longer. So now that become that, which is not what we want, but I think right now, for now, it's good. It's good enough. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Yeah, because we are playing around the font size, right? So when it's bigger, that there is in between that it doesn't look right. So if we really want to make it look nice, we actually, in the 2-line names, I have to further jiggle it around to make it looks better in that 2 case when it is in middle. But for now, that's good. And then also the image, the background image have some bleeding edge over the top, the outside, but don't worry too much about it. That's just an image we can adjust. So let's check it in. So okay, so that's good. So now let's take a look in how to display multiple cards. So the first thing we need to see is take a look at the documentation. See if there's such things available, because if it's available, then we don't have to do anything, right? So that's display. That's an easy look. Table is this is just dealing with the table. Okay, seems like we don't have one. Oh, hold on. It's a slider. What is a slider? Wrong, this slider. So no, that's not what we're looking at. Scroll. Okay. Let's take a look if there's any example. With a custom scroll bar. So let's try that. Let's try this. So we're going to create multiple cards first of all. So let's do that. So in the game data, we have this punch, and let's create 3 cards. Okay, 2, 3. Let's say 8 Jack, for example. Okay, so Cake take 2 energy, make it 3, and Jab take 1 energy. Let's just also keep it to 1, and also say there's a 1 defense. You're just randomly making it up. So now this we have been creating a single card. So now we want to create a scroll wheels which contains quote unquote contains a list of cards. So let's see how to do it. Contain a mask which contains wheel to define superior height and oh no, that's just the gotchas. And then it's just do the normal insert and yeah, okay. So as it is rendered, then let's create a scroll wheel that equals to view scroll wheel. And the ID is optional. We'll see how it looks like. Let's just keep it at the minimal, and then this include insert view, right? And then let's create a card and we'll insert it. Let's see how it looks like. It fell. Attempt to inject global. So the global doesn't exist. I guess it's like that. There you go. So yes, it is. Yep. So it is scrollable, and then this. Let's adjust that. Okay. So let's do this stupid thing. Let's add 2 free in there. Okay. The cards here. Right. Let's just use the same image. Okay. So we can scroll, we can do all that. How about if I don't do this? So that all set up to go to that location. So it does not organize it by itself. Response is log listener, get content position. There's some event handler, that's okay. How do I add multiple entries? This doesn't have describe it. So we have to do that ourselves. Okay, so let's create another widget. Let's call it card browser. Okay, so this guy is a card widget. This return a card widget. So this is a card browser, and it will return oh, I haven't implemented those yet. So so the first things we need to do is create a card browser. And so the question is, do we want to list yeah, let's start with nothing. Let's start with nothing, and then we can add them afterwards. So what we want to do is let's just call it scroll wheel for now. Without anything, it's empty. And then, oh yeah, so we still need that to add in additional information, but let's maximize this. So as the way that we describe it, this is a scroll wheel. Let's call this, just call this wheel. Okay. And then return wheel equals. All right. So now then we can say this get into OO. This get into OO. Do I really want to do that? I have to think about how should I organize this. Because for one thing, what I'm thinking is I don't feel like I want to say get a list of cards here at the beginning and then you just render it and allow you to scroll or something, because when there is a lot of card down the line, that operation might be heavy, right? So what we want is to allow the card browser to ask for more cards, right? And then so there is certain business logic involved to determine what can what can the browser get. So per dependency injection, there should be some logic come in here, which the card browser widget will have access to, and then when it's needed, it will ask the logic, hey, I'm trying to get card 0 to 5, 0 to 50, and can you give me that? And then the logic will return that value or return a response saying, hey, there's no more card, that's all there is. Or maybe at the beginning you just get how many cards are there and then you use that to render the information, right? So that's the way I want to organize the code. And so then in that case, I don't need any of this, and the whole thing is self-contained. Yeah, so the whole thing is self-contained, and even it is, I don't need the widget. I can make it as a scene to list all of the. No, hold on a second, because I want to reuse this. I want to reuse this during debug room or when we are actually playing inside the game, that we can see the list of cards, that we have, and the player has. So, but at this stage, don't worry too much about it. Yes, it can be a widget, and then there can be a logic. So let's call it, let's just make it more specific, card deck, okay? So there is the deck of cards, okay? So with that, then we can use it to poke and decide what we want to display. So the question next is that how are we going to do this? Right, so the first things I want to do is a deck of cards. Total. Okay, so this will give me the card total, and then I'll base on that to ask and get cards. Okay. So how? So let's say let's see what do we have here. With the card of that size, well, we need a smaller card. So let's say we were able to display it with a small icon, right? The card we will need to add as icon, because if not, I have a big card and then have to scroll through it. It will be a pain, and we will have a lot of cards eventually. No, let's just do it. Just keep it like this. Okay. So let's see how it works. Scroll bar options. Git content with let's put this the required information in. What can we do over here? Actually, do I really want to do it like that? This is my whole screen size. let's see what did I get with that. How does it work? So this is still on here. Number of frames. So this is just for customized frame. Yeah, this is total scrollable. When you insert object into the scroll view, it will automatically update. But as I insert it, so meaning this I don't really need it. And then this is okay. Because right now when I'm not setting anything, is set to the screen same size as the scene group, right? So let's just try to add this to it. Make sure that the information I'm looking at, what I'm thinking is correct. So as an image background, that's to there. So this still set the whole thing, set the background. However, it doesn't allow me to scroll. I have had 3 entries. Why it does not allow me to scroll? And the card widget is not updated to the right place either. But the thing is, we can see that that is the right entry. It's a different one. This is not changing anything. How about doing? Also not changing anything. So it's actually .view. Still not doing anything. Okay, that is changing it. So do I mean I need to do all of this manually? Okay, now I can scroll. Oh wow. So okay, so let's nail it down a little bit. So I want to turn off vertical scroll. Okay, so now I can scroll left and right like that. So that means if I set this and say anchor x is equals to 0, and so I remove this. So this mark that to this location. How about that? No. Anchor, I want it to be. Oh. The anchor doesn't get changed. Is the anchor correct? Okay, some change. Okay. Yep. Yep. So there you go. So that's what I want. But do I want to, well, so the thing is when I add it, I need to do this for every single one. Okay, like that, and then essentially like that's time 2, right? So I do have this scroll. So now background, I want to add it to this scene instead of the row. And then the so seems like the width is not correct. So the width equals to display content width. Oh, hold on, what is the content width? $960. So this is 400, 800. That's not right. Let's say 1000. Okay, it is printing more. Why is it 960? Because in my setting, I set this to 960. What if I change this to 500? Okay, so there's some configuration need to play around. So it is based on this. And I can scroll. So, and then also another thing I want to do is disable bounce. Bounce enabled. Goes to false. So by default it is set to the content width. Okay, that's good. That's what I want. Right, at least we can list, but in terms of organization, you know, there's still a lot of things that we need to do in order for this to work. Right, so what can we do here? I think it's probably like what I said. There should be some logic to control how many cards knows how many cards are available, and then based on that we display different information. So since Lua is a dynamic language, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if I can do substitutes different kind of deck into as a logic into the system. So the first thing I'm going to do is over here. Now it seems like I got a lot of code. So say let's call it logic let's just call it card deck. I really don't like it. Let's put it up here like this, delete it. So let's do this guy. There's a card deck. So this create a deck. So since we need to put in different card decks in different scenarios, we need a function to create an instance. So that's what we are going to do. Right. So that is a card deck. And then we can say let's say return free first. Okay, I'm tempted to start writing the code in here, but before that, let's continue to do this. So oh yeah, need to think about this a little bit, but for now, let's continue this trend. Get this card deck, and so it should return a free to me. However, it failed. What's the error? Dispatch when line list card line 56. No value. Do I have to do that? Let's see. If possible, I don't want to do things like this, but since I'm really still new to the language, let's just follow this step until I'm able to figure it out. Come on. And then here, print area, doing like that. Oh, it does. So let's see, total free. Okay, this is something I still need to figure out exactly how the OO work, and if possible, I want to get away from the OO. That's one of the purpose I'm doing this. So, but for now, let's keep going. So this card we not get a total. So then now, just keep do the simplest thing, right? So do a for loop for I equals to 1 to total 2 at I new I anchor negative that, and then view x e times I, so that should allow us to all that all punch I, and then -1. Okay. Yep, so there you go. So that prints out the 3 cards that I have. Cool. So of course this is still very hacky code at the moment, and the next things we're going to do is to really start populating this, move this to a widget like this card browser and something like that, and then we will figure out how is there a better way to organize this, and on that we will need to also think about the overall system, overall architecture in terms of, okay, the view, the widget has a view and have other things, or is there a way for me to combine the two, how to organize it and expose the logic at the same time. Maybe this will just work, or maybe there is another way. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. And anyways, that's the end of this one, and thanks for watching, and hope you like it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.